Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is actually Monday, March 25th. It's a little late because Raw's on my TV, but I've been busy. I'm sorry, but I got to bring you the High Risk Wrestling recap. You know, you can check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. But without further ado, let's get into the news. We heard the rumors, but yes, the Motor City Machine Guns are finishing up with TNA. We just had a new round of tapings here in Philly. Looks like their contract will be up, I think, April 1st. And Killer Kelly is not leaving TNA. She is just taking some scheduled time off. We're all very curious to see what's going to happen with the Motor City Machine Guns. The BCC, if you notice, are missing right now. More specifically, Claudio and Jon Moxley, as they are not in the tag team title tournament. Essentially, it's a scheduled time off, and Mox has some upcoming dates in Japan and Mexico, which is why he is not in the tournament. Willow is still out with an injury, and Bryan Danielson is in a little mini feud with Will Ospreay. Ronda Rousey's book will be coming out soon, and she had some harsh words for John Laurinaitis and Bruce Pritchard, but she was contractually obligated to stick to 90,000 words or they would have gotten the whole smoke. She pretty much said they are scumbags, and I can believe it, especially Laurinaitis. I'm not shocked about what's going to come out about them in this book. The Slammies will be returning. They will be going down at the WWE World here in Philly. The categories are, I'll get the categories of nominees: female superstar of the year, Rhea, Bianca, Bayley, Io, Becky. Rhea's winning. Male superstar of the year, Cody, Roman, Seth, Gunther, Logan. Cody's winning that. Best entrance, Cody, Roman, Bianca, Seth, Rhea, Becky, The Rock, Dom at WrestleMania 39. Cody is probably winning. Dominic Mysterio should win. Return of the year, Punk, Rock, Nia, Randy, Naomi is going to Punk. Faction of the year, Judgment Day, Alpha Academy, Imperium, Bloodline, Damage Control, Judgment Day. Rivalry of the year, Seth versus Drew, Dom versus Ray, Bianca versus Damage Control, Roman versus Cody, R-Truth versus Judgment Day. Roman versus Cody is probably going to win, but R-Truth versus Judgment Day should win. NXT Superstar of the year, Dragunov, Mello, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Braun Breaker. It's probably going to go to either Mello or Dragunov. Match of the year, Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest, San Juan Street Fight Backlash, Roman versus Sammy from the Chamber, Gunther versus Chad Gable from Raw, Asuka versus Bianca Belair versus Charlotte at SummerSlam, or Charlotte versus Rhea at WrestleMania 39. I will probably give it to Charlotte versus Rhea. Oh my God, moment of the year, Ray punches Dom, Punk returns, EO cashing in, Rock slaps Cody, Damage Control turns on Bayley, or Cody slaps The Rock. It's going to be Punk's return. Social media star of the year, Waller, Logan, Drew, Chelsea, Liv Morgan, Grayson Waller, Breakout superstar of the year, Jey Uso, Tiffany Stratton, Pretty Deadly, Dragon Lee, or LA Knight. It's either going to be Jey Uso or LA Knight. I had to run that down for y'all. Tony Khan is saying that he is in talks right now with Max to get AEW over onto Max to get the streaming deal done for them. It's going to be a really, really big get for them. They can get there over on Max. Julia confirms her departure from Stardom. She says she has about 2 weeks left in Stardom. She says, be ready for what's next for her. New Japan Wrestler has announced a retirement. That is one Alex Coughlin of the Bullet Club. War Dogs. So just a lot of injuries and things have built up over the year, and he just suffered a career-ending injury, and he has to retire, and it absolutely sucks. Shayna and Ronda, remember, had their match at SummerSlam last year, and it was supposed to be a fight pit match. That's what we all were expecting. But according to Shayna, the stadium where they were at, there were some technical difficulties when they couldn't do the fight pit match. I much would have preferred the fight pit match. How they could have had that match on Raw instead of at SummerSlam. And on the injury side of things, Will is working his way back from injury. He is scheduled to fight at CMLL at the end of this month. Nick Aldis suffered an injury and something with his bicep, but he has surgery on the arm. He will not miss any TV time. It looks like it was a rupture. Yeah, it was a ruptured bicep injury for him. It's some really, really good news. Maurice declares she is tumor free after her pre-cancer diagnosis. That is always, always, always good news to hear. Ibushi is targeting a few months away from his injury that he had. It's an ankle injury, so it looks like 6 months away for that. And Asuka returned from injury over the weekend at a house show. But that is the news. And actually, one more thing, Minneapolis, Minnesota is in the front running for WrestleMania 41. Now we'll be right back. Let's get into the week in review. Monday Night Raw. This is the story of the man, the nightmare, and the main event. The show gets a fizz. So Jay opens up the show, talks about his match with Jimmy, and he calls out his brother. He knows who's there. He's there. So he also arrives with Solo, and Jay's like, "Listen, I love you. I miss you. We gonna tear the house down, whatever." Wants to shake his hand, and they have some words. Jimmy's like, "You can't do this without me. Your biggest moment will be losing to me." Yada yada yada. They go to attack. Cody runs out to make the save to stop a beatdown. Adam Pearce is pissed with Nick Aldis, and for good reason. Why is Jimmy and Solo on his show? Paul Heyman says that neither The Rock nor Roman Reigns authorized what happened. DIY defeated the Creed brothers in a really, really good match to advance to WrestleMania, the WrestleMania ladder match. The Judgment Day talk with Andrade. They tell Dom to handle Ricochet. The Way defeated Kaden Carter and Katana Chance after Candice LeRae cheated again, played 30 with the rules. It's working. It's getting W's. Cody had a comeback promo against The Rock, and it was good. I'm starting to feel like the feud is between Cody and The Rock, and not Cody and Roman. Heyman comes out and promises to be alone Friday with Roman when they go face Ricochet defeated Dom. Chad Gable tells Sammy that he can't beat Gunther at the contract signing. Gunther tells Sammy, "You should listen to Gable because you can't beat me." I feel like Gable might cost Sammy the match. Awesome Truth defeated Indus to advance to WrestleMania. Seth and Drew rehashed some promos, same thing over and over and over again. The New Day defeated Alpha Academy to advance to WrestleMania, and Becky in the main event defeated Nia Jax in a last man standing match. That was a really, really fun match. Over on Dynamite, we had a title fight night. This show gets a thumbs up. Mercedes says she's got unfinished business with Willow, and also if Julia Hart and Skye Blue get in her business, they'll go bankrupt. Of course, Julia Hart and Skye Blue attack, but Willow made the save. Mercedes catches her with a chair. Fun stuff with the Bucks and Okada, and Okada ends up defeating Eddie Kingston for the Continental Championship. Mercedes is appreciative of Stat helping last week, but she wants nothing to do with Willow. Hook defeated Chris Jericho. We had story time with Adam Cole, and he says Wardlow failed him, but the Kingdom and Roddy will do just fine. Will Ospreay had an in-ring interview hyping himself up and said he's ready to face Shibata. He mentions that 7 years ago when he first faced Shibata beat his ass, and now he's older, wiser, and better. Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa defeated Mariah May and Toni Storm. Deonna wasn't happy that Thunder Rosa got the win. Swerve defeated the Butcher and says he's still coming for Joe. Joe tells him, "Listen, you lost. Get to the back of the line." Don Collins comes out and hypes up Takeshita, saying, "Yo, my man is on fire. Where's his title shot?" Swerve says he will go through the Callis family to get back to Joe. In the main event, Adam Copeland with some help from Matt Menard and Danny Garcia defeated Christian in an I Quit match to win the TNT Championship. This match was absolutely crazy. It was all over the place, but it was so much fun. We were also in Toronto, so both guys were super over. Rampage followed because it wasn't coming on Friday because of March Madness. So Rampage was also live in the opening contest. We had a video package with the Bullet Club, Gold hanging out by the pool and celebrating breaking Darby's foot. The Acclaim in the arena vowed to get revenge on Bullet Club Gold. The Orange Cassidy and Trent defeated Hobbs and Kyle Fletcher to advance in the tag team tournament. Shibata won a squash match. Takeshita defeated Rocky Romero, and in the main event, Skye Blue and Julia Hart shockingly defeated Willow, Nightingale, and Kris Statlander in a super brutal street fight. Oh, this was so good and so much fun. Over Impact, we got some good storyline movement. There was a lot of talking going on here. I almost gave the show a thumbs down, but Jake Something won a 6-pack challenge. Dango blames Oleg Prudis for his loss to Josh Alexander. AJ Francis and Rich Swann will explain their actions from next week. Cody Deaner in the ring says he's lost his passion for wrestling and needs to get back to the basics. GYV, the Grizzled Young Vets, chide him and says nobody cares when they attack them. Time Splitters make the save, and then the Time Splitters cleanly beat GYV. We had an interview with Alexander Hammerstone, says he's fast tracking his way to the top. He doesn't care what he's got to do to do it, to get there. Crazy Steve retained the Digital Media Championship over PCO after Khan got involved, so we are not done with Khan and PCO. MK Ultra and Decay will go at it to earn a shot at the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Eric Young challenges Cass. Ash by Elegance won a squash match. Zaya Brookside made the save after the match, and Nick Nemeth vows to win the TNA Championship. The system tells him that he has beaten a lot of people, he's beaten a lot of legends, but you just can't beat the system. It works. Remember Just Incredible, how his name just worked? Yeah, saying you can't beat the system also works. And in the main event, Jordan Grace defended the Knockouts Championship, retaining and defeating Tasha Steelz. It was a good show. Over on SmackDown, we had a showdown between Cody and Roman. The show gets a fist. In the opening contest, Santos Escobar defeated Rey Mysterio after some help from Dirty Dom. Bayley thanks Naomi, and Bianca tells Bayley that she's getting what she deserved after being with Damage Control and running roughshod over the roster, even though Bianca just went through Damage Control so many times. A-Town Down Under defeated the OC to advance in the tag team tournament. Io Sky defeated Naomi in a solid match. Bianca tries and fails to make the save. We're probably going to get Bianca and Naomi versus the Kabuki Warriors for the tag titles at WrestleMania. I cannot have Asuka losing another match at WrestleMania. I can't do it. It was announced that Jade has signed with SmackDown, Jade Cargill that is. Randy Orton and KO will face Pretty Deadly next week. LA Knight attacked AJ Styles at his home. This was a really well done piece of media that they did. There was no WWE camera, so it was like camera footage from the home and body cam footage from the police. It was good. This helped me get more involved in the AJ Styles LA Knight rivalry. The Street Profits defeated AOP to advance in the tag tournament. And in the main event segment, Roman and Cody have words with each other. Roman's like, yo, can you trust Seth? He was in the Shield with me. I know what he did. And Cody asked Roman, can you trust The Rock? This was good. We refocused the feud on Cody and Roman, and then Roman snaps his fingers and out comes Jimmy and Solo, but then Cody gave a head nod and out comes Seth and Jay. Yeah. Our matches of the week from Raw: DIY versus the Creed Brothers. Also from Raw, Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax in that amazing last man standing match from Dynamite. Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage in an I Quit match for the TNT Championship. This was absolutely amazing. Also from Rampage, Skye Blue and Julia Hart versus Kris Statlander and Willow Nightingale in a street fight. Just beautiful carnage. Something about AEW women in tag team street fights. And from Impact, the Time Splitters versus the Grizzled Young Vets. Our star of the week, I'm giving it to Julia Hart and Skye Blue. There were a lot of people that shine, but Julia and Skye were just absolutely amazing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Come back this week. We got part 2 of our list of the best Women Mania matches since WrestleMania 30, part 2. We got a Flashback Friday. We got Building the Ring of Honor roster this Saturday. We got the recap every Sunday, and we got Wrestling Reddit content every single Thursday. Check out the socials. Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube. Charismatic_Creations 52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. That is our show, and I will see you when I see you. Peace.